Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a summer bronze makeup look. I feel like I've done so many of those on my channel, but when I asked you guys on Instagram stories, I put up a poll and I said, do you guys want to see more of like a green colorful wearable look or summer bronze? And 100% said summer bronze, so here we are with a summer bronze makeup look. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comment section what types of videos that you would like to see, and I will see you in my next video. Alright, so I asked you guys on Instagram stories what look you would like to see more, a wearable green or like a summer bronzy look. I feel like every look on my channel is like a summer bronzy look, but whatever you guys want to see is what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna do my face first and we'll see what I'm going to do with the eyes. Not sure yet. My first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to moisturize my skin. This is the Watermelon Glow Pink Juice by Glow Recipe. And it says that this is for like oily, like more like combination to oily skin. But I have dry skin and I really like this. And the next thing I'm doing is priming my skin with the Tatcha Silk Canvas. And I kind of just go in my T-zone area and like on my forehead. Because that's where most of my like problem areas are, and like where all my pores are. So I don't like to put this all over my face because I don't know, I'm just not into like layering as many products as I used to. Next up, I'm going to use this NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is in the color Salzburg, and I'm actually going to mix it with a few drops of this Perricone MD no bronze bronzer or whatever. Next, I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. And I'm just going to put this in my usual spots that I normally conceal, which is underneath my eyes, down the ridge of my nose, my forehead, and chin. Next, I'm taking my Hourglass translucent powder and I'll put this on all of those areas that I just put concealer. This powder is so good, you guys. Like, it doesn't matter what foundation you have on. You can have on like the cheapest, like worst foundation. Not that cheap is worst, but you can have like the worst foundation on and this just like transforms it and just makes it so smooth looking. So I'm just also going to dust that on my cheeks just to set everything. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade... Ooh. And this is in the shade 3.5. So I really want to do a video on my Invisalign experience. I'm almost done. But I think I want to wait until I like have, you know, like when I'm completely done. Like, I have all the buttons and stuff like taken off my teeth, but I have a few more trays left. So I think I'm gonna wait until it's completely done. So for bronzer, I am going to be using the Glamour Bronze by Morphe. This is in the shade Icon. And I'm just going to use a Morphe M523 brush, and the bronzer brush is like what gets dirty the most, so I do clean it. I literally just cleaned it like a few times ago that I did my makeup, and it's like you just want to load the bronzer on. We're trying to look summery here, so the bronzer brush gets dirty the fastest. What I've been doing recently that I didn't normally do before is I'm kind of connecting the bronzer on the sides of my face that way. I don't know why I never did that before, but I do now. Next, I'm taking this little itty bitty Bahama Mama bronzer by The Balm. It was just like a little sample that I got, but I really do like this bronzer. I like how cool tone it is. Since that Morphe one was so like warm, I just kind of take a cool tone just to kind of contour my cheekbones a little bit. So I kind of just hit the backs of my cheekbones right here, and then like the very top of my forehead as well, just because a little bit of a cooler tone mimics a shadow, so it just looks like a little bit more natural, even though I don't think my makeup can really get that natural. Then I don't do like a crazy nose contour, but I kind of just hit the sides of my nose with that bronzer as well, just so my nose isn't, again, super white. And then for blush, I'm going to use this Tarte Double Duty Beauty blush palette. Oops. Blush palette right here. I just kind of take a mix of all three of the blushes. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up doing like a bronze summery look, so I just feel like a blush like this is just very neutral and it kind of goes with any look, and this is like my everyday blush anyway. So now when you start to do the blush, that's when it's got to get super precise. I feel like this can really like make or break your makeup game, if that makes any sense at all. So what I normally do is I will put my blush on like pretty heavily. For some reason blush kind of fades the fastest, so I kind of go heavier with the blush, and then it'll all calm down. Like highlight usually lightens it up too, but I kind of want to keep the dimension in the face, so what I'll do is I take this brightening powder. This is the KKW Beauty in the shade brightening powder in the shade Brighten 1. And I just kind of take this is a Crown Brushes 5C29 brush, and I kind of dip that in a little bit, and I'll go right underneath my eye and kind of sweep it down my nose, and I kind of diffuse it outward like that. And this is kind of what I've been doing recently to kind of bring the highlight back in my face after I do like my bronzer and blush and stuff. And this also helps if you bring your bronzer or blush too high. It kind of diffuses it out a little bit, and you can also hit it on your T-zone. And then I go back with my blush brush. I don't take any additional product. I kind of just take whatever is left on there, and I'll go over it one more time just so it's not like too bright. And then I'm just going to take some more of that powder, and I'm going to clean up my bronzer and blush a little bit. And this kind of just ensures that like it's kind of more neat and it's not all over the place. I'll go back in with my foundation brush and dust it off that way, just so it's not super light underneath here, because I don't want it to be like highlighted underneath. I kind of just want to clean it up, just so in case my bronzer or blush like fell a little bit lower, it will kind of fix that. I think I'm going to use the Morphe 350 palette, because I haven't really played with this a whole lot, but I feel like a lot of people have this palette, so you'll be able to recreate this look if you wanted. So first I'm going to, what kind of look do I want to do? So I'm first going to take this corner shade right here. It's just like kind of like a little bit darker than my skin tone, and I'm just going to kind of dust this in my crease. I'm just going to kind of dust this in my crease, and you guys know I have eyelash extensions, so we'll be skipping the false lashes, but I would definitely wear false lashes anyway, even if I didn't have them on. I don't know if I said this before, but I'm using a Morphe M441 in my crease. Next, I'm going to go a few shades darker and take this shade right here. And I'm going to put that in my crease as well. I'm downsizing my brush a little bit, and I'm going to use a Morphe M514. And this shade really reminds me of Camel from Bobbi Brown. And I'm just going to kind of put that in my crease as well. But since this brush is a little bit smaller, it's more like, it's going to kind of get more defined in the crease. Then with that same brush, I'm going to go with this color right here. It's just like a deep, dark, chocolatey brown color. It's a little bit more of like a cooler tone chocolate, and I'm going to put this on the outer portion of my eye. I really just take my time and diffuse these colors together because I just want it to be an even blend. I don't want there to be any like choppy lines or anything. And I really take my time to try to get the shape that I want. My eyes can tend to be a little bit like closed and smaller, so I really try to elongate my eye and kind of do a shape like a wing kind of shape with my eye, with my eyeshadow, and that kind of just makes me look like my eyes are a little bit bigger. Once I'm happy with that blend, I'm going to take my Crown brushes. Oh my gosh, all the writing wiped off. But this is a Crown Brushes concealer brush, and I love this for doing kind of like a cut crease. I just think it works so well. So I'm just going to take my concealer, the Tarte Shape Tape, and kind of put it on the back of my hand. And then I'm just going to dip into that and go in with my cut crease. So I usually get really close to my mirror for this, so maybe I will do it in here. So I get really close to my mirror. I stabilize my elbows on like a table or my desk, and I usually put some on my lid, and then I'll look up. Wherever it stamps is where I'm going to stop the cut crease. I also really like to bring it into the inner corner and kind of bring it out a little bit further, and what that's going to do is just really going to make our eyes look bigger. And I don't really like to do my cut crease throughout the entire crease. I just feel like for me, I like a half cut crease better. I'm going to take a bright orange, and I'm going to take this shade right here. And I'm just going to take the tiniest amount of that, and I kind of want to add a little bit of like orangey to this look. Like literally I just dipped my brush in it ever so slightly, and I'm just going to put that on the top. Then switching palettes a little bit, I'm going to use the Anastasia Norvina palette, and this is literally my everyday palette. Like, it's kind of beat up, but I'm going to use this shade Summer because I think that's really appropriate for this look. So it's this gold shade right here, and I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that on the very inner part of my cut crease. Next, I'm going to go in with this like sparkly orangey shade. I'm going to mix this one with this one right here. So this one and that sparkly orange one, whatever it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these two. Yeah, these two right here. And I'm going to go with my finger because I feel like that's how they apply it best. See how it kind of creates, it goes from like gold to orange. Then I'm going to go in with that same orange shade underneath my eye, and I'm just going to blend it down pretty far. Then I'm going to take this flat definer brush. I've literally had this forever. I think it's from MAC, but everything rubbed off, so I have no idea what it is. And I'm going to take that same chocolate brown shade, and I'm just going to put that on my lower lash line. In with the Norvina palette, and I'm taking the shade Dreamer, which is this shade right on the end here, and I'm going to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. This is just my favorite shade for highlighting recently. I just feel like it's so shimmery and it just kind of hits the light in the perfect way. Then moving on to highlight, I can never not highlight. I've been loving, I just can't get away from this highlighter. This is the Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter, and this is just a little mini version of it. And I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones. And the rest of my face. So I'm feeling like this look needs a little bit of something else, so I'm going to be using this Midnight Cowboy glitter from Urban Decay, and I'm just going to put this in the center of my lid. Moving on to the lips, I'm going to be showing you my favorite lip combination as of recently. I'm going to use the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Kylie K. This is pretty much my favorite lip liner, and I've been using and recently I've been using this Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Meringue, and as you can see there's like barely any left, but this is just my perfect nude. I always struggle with finding a nude, and what I like about this color in particular is if I don't have this lip liner on, it looks a little bit more like orangey pinky on me, but then if I put this lip liner on, it definitely looks more nude because this lip liner is more of like a brown on me, if that makes any sense at all. So I just feel like this is a very versatile nude lipstick, because if I put a pink lip liner on, it will look a bit more pink. If I put a little bit more of like a brownie nude, it would look definitely more brown and nude. Thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my face with a little bit of the Morphe setting spray, and I think this look is pretty much complete.